Lake Bonneville, a massive prehistoric lake, is now a series of beautiful valleys. Join Brandon Plewe and me, his son Spencer, as we hike the 200-mile length of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Discover its rich history, plan for its completion, and explore its state today.
This morning we're joined by our extra special guest, Molly. We're starting off at the mouth of Ogden Canyon here at Rainbow Gardens. Our plan is to cover the northern part of Ogden up here to the boundary of North Ogden. We'll figure that out. We'll start off today by crossing the Ogden River here and getting up in the hills. Like any little kid, Molly desperately needs to be in front on the hike and is freaking out a little bit that Spencer has that position. For those of you who are wondering, Molly is a year-and-a-half golden doodle. Technically, she's my wife and daughter's dog, but we soon discovered that, like me, her favorite thing is outside. So I think as far as she's concerned, my only job in life is to be the walkman. You can see that we're on a pretty steep cross slope here, which can be a major erosion problem. Last spring, Trails Foundation of Northern Utah had a huge volunteer work day where they brought in all these timbers which had been donated and built this retaining wall. Did a really nice job of it too. That is a freaky thing. This is a good spot to kind of get a reminder of the different levels of Lake Bonneville. Now we're at the delta of the Ogden River. If you look out there, you can see at this higher level where it's flat is the Bonneville level. 18,000 years ago when the lake hit its highest level. If you go back to episode 3 and we talked about the history of the lake, it didn't stay at that level very long. It hit that high level and almost immediately broke through a natural dam up in southern Idaho and had a massive catastrophic flood down the Snake River where it lost half of its water and dropped down to that level down there where the golf course is, what is commonly called the Ogden Bench. It's actually the Provo level, although I think people in Ogden would rather not call it the Provo level. As with the last part of our last episode, coming down off the bench, a lot of the land on this side of the canyon is also owned by Rainbow Gardens. So shout out to the King family who own Rainbow Gardens for allowing the trail to go through their property. Hey, Chris and Becky. Old friend of mine lives down in that neighborhood. Out there, past Ben Lomond High School, which unfortunately we couldn't get a good view of the BL on the mountain, but that sea of warehouses, all the white out there, is what until recently was the Defense Depot Ogden, which was a facility built during World War II, which took advantage of the perfect geography of Ogden for logistics, being at the major junction of railroads. So that was a logistics hub, which basically held supplies for the military and then shipped them all over to bases all over the West. It was decommissioned in the early 90s by the military, but Ogden recognized that the geographical advantage still exists. Added now with the railroad and the freeways that cross through here. So they have gradually converted it into an industrial park, mainly warehouses again for shipping all over the western United States, but also includes some high tech. The local newspaper is based there, but has been quite a successful endeavor by the city. She saw a squirrel. Using my full weight. Molly, come on. It's gone. The squirrel's gone. There you go. There's a little snap. Some more. Well, after all the pretty little creeks we've crossed the last several episodes, looks like Jump Off Canyon here is dry. Although I was told that it just stopped flowing last week. And apparently when it is flowing, there's a really nice waterfall just up there, which I'm guessing is where Jump Off Canyon gets its name. Huh, it looks like the Jump Off Canyon waterfall was actually below us. It's too bad we missed it. It's a great example here of one of our recurring themes of the version 1 and version 2 trail of the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. Originally, when the trail was designated, they just used the old canal road here, which was really easy, but not very enjoyable. And then about 10 years ago, Weber Pathways was able to partner with the landowners. Ogden City in this area is the main landowner, to build this trail up higher, which is really nice. It's been a very enjoyable last few miles. Well, it looks like 4.5 miles is about Molly's limit, isn't it? So we'll call it quits here at the Ogden Nature Center. The Ogden Nature Center is actually one of Utah's best examples of what's called an outdoor education center. Kind of a very natural environment, almost like a park, where you can bring city kids on field trips and show them what nature is like. The original facility is out at the Defense Depot. There's kind of a corner of that was a wetland that wasn't of much use to the military, but it makes a really good place to show school kids what a wetland environment is like. And then a few years ago, about 10 or 15 years ago, they expanded and built this facility out here so that the kids can see what the natural Utah mountain environment is like. Makes a really good place to sit and rest and call it quits for today.